gonna take over. It's fine.
Good. Yeah, it's cool. Next they'll buy out Starbucks.
And then Google.
And then Google, and then everything's just Disney.
From Disney, your entertainment/life conglomerate.
We get a text.
Did you pay your phone bill?
Oh, Disney, don't kill us. We love your stuff.
Yeah. Usually,
yeah. There was that one thing. But yeah, that's it. So let's jump right into the... Unless anybody got anything else?
No.
Nothing else? Alright, so we're going to move ourselves into...
The comic book review.
The reviews section.
Review?
Reviews?
Review.
Revenues.
The revenue.
Yeah.
Starting with the Peachy?
It was a light week for all of us, but I had a single freaking book.
One book.
I swear I heard you say delightful.
It was also a delightful week. We met a new beautiful dog. She was very nice.
Hashtag stapled together rescue.
Yeah, for sure. We ran into a little stray, dodging in and out of traffic on our way to the comic book store this morning. Didn't mind the fact that it took us about an hour and a half out of our way to get her to the right shelter where she was chipped. We found out a lot of information on her, so hopefully she'll get back to her owner soon.
Yeah. If you're missing a dog, check the or shelter or animal shelter.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Venom number 14, written by Cullen Bunn. That's featuring art by Ivan Coelho. I'm not sure. I think I say that every time his name comes up.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. And the cover on that one was by Kyle Hotz for the original cover. I'm not sure who did... I picked up the Battle Lines variant.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, awesome Carnage variant. You can see it. You'll be able to see it later on our Instagram or whatever. And, yeah. It was a good story, although it was a tie-in to the War of Realms storyline, which I read zero of, except for the previous issue of Venom was also a tie-in.
And also the very small amount of Superior Spider-Man that was part of it.
Right.
Oh, the next couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, I'm not excited for that.
Me neither.
I am excited that freaking Mike Hawthorne's uploading all of his Spider-Man sketches to his website.
Right.
But other than that... sorry. Yeah.
It's next week.
Nothing's next week, actually.
Nothing's next week.
But yeah, this issue, to adapt Sudon's rating style.
Method?
Staple rating
The staple
style.
method.
Yeah, the staple method. I gave it 6 out of 10 staples.
Ouch.
Wow, no Starro.
Yeah,
No Jarro.
No Jarro.
No Starro or Jarro.
The only reason it rated so low on the scale is because it was a War of Realms tie-in, and I'm just like we were just mentioning. I'm ready to be done with War of Realms.
We are bored now. Right? Instead of we are Venom, we are bored.
Yeah.
Of War of Realms.
I really did the art style. It did a lot to lend itself to Venom, which we all know can be very unique.
Yeah.
With all his appendages and all everything.
There's a lot of different ways you can show him doing stuff.
This way, though, in this book especially, and since the last issue, he's got a new suit, which was granted to him by a wish stone given to him by a war witch from the War of Realms storyline.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's all that going on. It was the suit was pretty cool and different. It kind of looked like it mixed Venom and Doomsday.
Okay.
So a lot of spikiness going out?
Yeah, a lot of rocky spikiness and stuff coming out and whatever. And he was able to, produce projectiles and, shoot arrows from it and like make an axe, and it was still all like all symbiote, but it wasn't a symbiote.
Right.
Symbiote.
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 I have to say it the way they say it in the movie.
Symbiote.
But it was cool adaptation to the suit, but we come to find out that the more it's driven by anger and pissed offness, so he has to stay angry, and it doesn't work like Venom did. It doesn't give him all the extra energy. If he lets up on the anger, the suit tires, and he tires, so he has to stay and feed it. If he tips too much one way, he could probably go too far and feed it too much, and it could be a bad thing. And if he doesn't feed it enough, then it won't
do anything.
Perform for him, and whatever kind of thing.
Don't give this to the Hulk.
Right.
I was about to say that seems like a common feature in Marvel, like getting stronger with anger.
Right, for
Hulk
sure.
And Wolverine and.
My first thought actually went to Red Lanterns.
Oh yeah.
With the rage and anger, I'm like, oh, the rage powers it up. But yeah,
I don't know enough about any lanterns.
But Marvel definitely has the anger thing going.
We find out that the more he fights, the more he's giving in to becoming a warrior for Malekith, who is the King of Elves, main driver in the War of Realms storyline guy. Whatever. See, so I mean, the story did well. That's another reason it got a 6, because the story did well enough to hold its own entertainment value, even though it was a crossover that I didn't know anything about. Otherwise, it would have been more like a 4.
No.
But the writing and the art blended together really well and made it really easy to read, even though it was an outside story.
Right.
If that makes sense. The end of the book kind of leaves off with he's been fighting Jack-o'-lantern since the beginning of the book. Jack-o'-lantern, of course, is an old Spider-Man foe. This is like the 3rd iteration, or at least 2nd iteration of him, and it looks like he was given powers by the witch also and is enhanced. So he's got like flamethrower powers, just like he's riding like a flaming bat dragon thing.
Oh.
Because normally he's a glider rider kind of
like
character.
most
Spider-Man.
goblin pumpkin-y people are.
Yeah.
Pumpkin people.
Pumpkin Peter, Peter Potter.
And it calls back to the first issue in this series because they fought Venom and Jack-o'-lantern, and the fight apparently, I don't remember, but I did read it. The fight left Jack without an eye.
Oh.
Left him bleeding and cowering in an alleyway.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like, vengeance is driving him, and anger and whatever is also, and whatever. And fire has always been one of Venom's weaknesses, but this suit, it's been adapting to everything. He's fought hellhounds and giants, and when he comes against the fire, he thinks he's beat, but he internalizes the pain, and that makes the suit kind of analyze it and be like, nope, this now, and he turns into like a suit of Asgardian armor.
Oh.
And this is the point where he finds out, well, I'm going to turn into a warrior for Malekith, and I can't keep going. And Jack goes Song of Fire and Ice, second to last episode there, and starts just freaking, like, reducing the city to ash. And Venom knows that he can't really act on it. And it just kind of leaves him there. That's where the book leaves off. He's like, oh, kind of frozen. I can't go berserk here. Can't lose control. That's that. So, unfortunately, we know that the next one's going to be another War of Realms tie-in.
Right.
And the overarching storyline barely gets touched on in this one, which is that Venom has a son. And that's a big deal, but it kind of...
Eddie Brock has a son.
Yeah, Eddie Brock has a son. Yeah. Eddie Brock has a son. Not bad. But, we get the son, and he's introduced just in time for this one War of the Realms tie-in, so it's just like, this is just an inconvenience now. Can we get back to the main story?
Right.
So at the beginning, they mentioned that he's stashing him at a safe house, and at the end, it mentions that he's worried about him and what's going to happen to him and blah, blah, blah. Worried about the kid, Dylan. Which he was being raised by Eddie's father, and then he thought he was a stepbrother or half-brother that he didn't know about, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that's the overarching storyline and whatever that I would like to keep going. I definitely recommend the book.
Right.
It's the run has been pretty decent. There's been a lot of times and stuff going on around it. So once it's able to get back into a main storyline and run cohesively without, and next we got that Carnage thing happening, so that might tie into this also. So we don't know about that, but
I'll have to let you let me know on that.
Right.
I'm gonna pick up like the main parts and anything it ties into Spider-Man, but
Whoa.
I really do not feel like going back and buying a bunch of back issues for Venom.
well, yeah.
Just so I can catch up on that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, the series has been pretty good, and apparently it's been pretty highly favored by the fans. Back issues are super difficult to find, and the third, fourth, and fifth printings have been made of these issues and stuff, and whatever. The demand for them is pretty high. It's not nearly quite as hot as Immortal Hulk, or
Right.
whatever, but it's pretty decent, and I'll keep collecting it. I've never been a Venom collector, and this is the fourth volume, I think, that started last year. So, but yeah, that's all I had on that.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yes. What do you have, Ooze? Hey, this is Peachy,
I'm Ooze.
This is Sudon.
and we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, stapled together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today. So this week I had Justice League Dark number 11, continued writing by James Tynion IV, continued art by Alvaro Martinez Bueno. I was like, I know that there's a Clayton Crane cover at some point this week. This is a Clayton Crane cover. He does really good Venom and Carnage. I have not seen a lot of his other work, but Clayton Crane did this Wonder Woman. I can see it in the hair.
Alright.
Yeah, you can see that. I had that in my whole slot, which I, as you know, stopped collecting Dark, but it's a pretty cool cover.
Yeah. That is not my pick of the week, obviously, since I'm saying it first, and I had 3 books. 3 books. And then I had Rolled and Told, number something. It's for May of 2019. Whatever that is. Number 10, I think. Sure. Number 10.
Number
9?
10?
Number 9. It was number 9.
It doesn't say it on
It
there?
doesn't say it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it just says May of 2019.
I have the first one.
Checking to see
Just
if
because
I
it was free.
had any Venom by Clayton Crane, but I don't appear to.
He does a lot of variant covers.
Oh, really?
I don't think he's done any of the main covers recently, but all of his art that he posts is top notch.
Nice.
I like his
look.
Who does the coloring for him? Do you know?
I am unsure.
Oh, I like the color palette on that cover was cool.
It doesn't say color.